Stand by. The program will begin soon. I don't know why I'm talking about this. During World War II, we sent 90 million pounds of spam just to the Russians alone. I mean, we sent it all over the world. Our troops, especially in the Pacific Theater, ate it. That was basically what they ate all the time. 90 million pounds to the Russians. Apparently in like the 50s, Nikita Khrushchev said, you know, if they hadn't sent us all this spam, they might not have been able to feed their troops during World War II. So a little weird canned kind of ham pork product, canned meat, may have won World War II. And the Fed is trending on X. I wasn't sure why, and I'm still not 100% sure why, although part of it is because of this building that they're renovating. They're supposed to be renovating at one of the buildings at the Fed, right? And the other day, Donald Trump came out there with Jerome Powell, and they're talking about how the renovation of the building was kind of a little bit over budget, okay? First of all, the numbers on this are crazy. They wanted $2.something billion to renovate a building at the Fed. $2.1 billion. Well, this is $2.5 billion. But they're over budget by over $1 billion for one building. They're over budget over $1 billion for one building. $1 billion friggin' dollars for one building. This isn't even for building a new building. It's for renovating a building. What the actual F are they doing? If after a night of filling your rectum with vodka from a turkey baster, the cops find you changing a flat in the cereal aisle of a Piggly Wiggly and ask how much you've had to drink, and you say nothing, are you lying? Well, no. Now, if they had been asking, have you been injecting? You'd have to say yes, but they said, have you been drinking? Well, no, absolutely. Yeah, Lord Stanhope, absolutely not. In fact, you all can try to answer these questions. Stand by. The program will begin soon. A WNBA game got stopped in the middle of the game because one of the players lost their wig while they're playing, and they had to run off. And then some fan made fun of the player, and they had to run. And they kicked the fan out for making fun of a player losing the weave. Not a weave, it was a wig. Losing their wig. They had to have a timeout for the wig, a wig emergency. Which I'm like, why the F are you wearing a wig while you're playing basketball? But then yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, a game had to be stopped briefly because someone threw a big old green dildo on the floor. Someone threw a dildo out on the floor, out of the court. They had to stop the game. I don't know if they caught the person who sent the dildo, but the green dildo was on the court, and a good large number of the players had no idea what to do with something of that shape, but that's okay. It happened, and then someone made this t-shirt or this meme, pay us what you owe us, which has a dildo on it. So that was fun. Hey, you know what the really good interrupt violence through community-based bystander training? Yeah, if the bystanders beat the fuck out of someone who's attacking somebody else, that would be great bystander training. They could send them to the MMA gym, you know, put them in an arm bar, smack them in the face a few times. Stop doing that bullshit. That would be the best community-based bystander training, but I don't think that's what it means. Anyway. And then the other one, they'll go back all the way to Dylan Roof. Dylan Roof's the other one, which, does anyone, okay, let me ask you something. A lot of you are right-leaning on the right. Is there anybody in this that anyone you know of? Is there anyone that you know of on the right who supports or supported Dylan Roof? Because I know everyone I can think of who's like, Dylan Roof, fuck that guy. He went out and murdered people in a church. Fuck that guy. But the left is like, oh, he was a right-wing extremist. Nah, he's a fucking asshole. Fuck that guy. Yeah, fuck Dylan Roof. Nobody gives a shit about Dylan Roof. Nobody claims him. Nobody wants him. He's an asshole. Okay? He's a little punk bitch asshole who killed a bunch of people in the church. Stand by. The program will begin soon. Reverend Robin Bartlett of First Church of Sterling, Massachusetts, uses John 1:14 of the Bible to justify why she brings her 11-year-old son to drag shows. This is what we're getting in the Rainbow Church. The Rainbow Church aren't exactly hiding. That's true. The Word became flesh and lived among us, and my body, your body, their bodies are home for the living God. That is why I take my 11-year-old boy to drag shows in the summer with my friend and fellow church leaders, Kate, and her 11-year-old boy. Especially if you're a man, bodies can be celebrated and played with. That's her message. What the fuck? California wants to let someone that is not related to your child remove her from school, him or her, enroll her in any other school in the state, authorize any medical treatment, including mental health services and drugs, without the parent's notice and knowledge or consent. Can you see where that might be a problem? This is not fear-mongering. I'm not being hyperbolic, she warned. These are unintended consequences, and it is terrifying. They are unconscionable or unavoidable. So that's one really bad California law that they're coming with. I can't believe. I'm just dumbfounded that they're doing it. Now this is interesting. That new mayor candidate, the leading Democratic mayor candidate for New York City mayor, Damme, wants cops to stop responding to attacks on Jews. And by the way, Jews in the New York City are victims of the majority of hate crimes. Not a plurality, but the majority of hate crimes against people in New York are against Jewish people. And you know, especially religious hate crimes. Anyway, 345 hate crimes in New York City last year, more than all other minority groups combined, according to the New York Police Department data. Anti-Jewish crimes accounted for 54% of the 641 total hate crimes reported to police in the city in 2024. Since the beginning of the year, 60% of the 123 recorded hate crimes have targeted Jews, according to the New York Police Department. Well, Zohran Mamdani, the radical Islamist and leftist terrorist supporter, has proposed that New York Police Department not respond to hate crimes, instead that they be handled by social workers. Either this shifts resources away from responding to attacks on Jews and moves away from having law enforcement deal with those attacks, and instead has his political leftist allies deal with them by burying them. Right? Show. If I put something on the screen, or I'm talking about it, or it's a topic or an article that I'm presenting in this show, I provide links to every single thing that I've talked about, and even more, the ones I didn't even get to, I drop them in the chat at the end of the show, and also I drop them in the description. So if you want to find these articles, they will be in the links at the end of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Lucky Dog studio in a hidden location somewhere in the upper Midwest of the United States of America, it's a brother making his own way but with all the wrong opinions. Welcome to the Morning Night Live with your host, the one and only Dawg Knight.
Alrighty then. How are we doing today? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Night Live. I'm your host, Marty, also known as PDawg Knight on the internet. Welcome back to the PDawg Knight Channel. Feel free to call me Marty. Free to call me PDawg. Feel free to call me for dinner or breakfast in this case. Anyway, hi. How y'all doing? Happy Monday, after a weekend. And me being super late, I'm just going to go right into it because got a ton of stuff open, but not enough time to do it all. So you'll have to just come check out the links at the end, which I will provide in the chat and in the description of this stream/video. So let's just get it started by saying hi like I normally do. First in the chat, of course, Mr. Avocados Diabli, because the world is right. Also, good morning, Mike Savage, Blarg, Louie Eyes in the house. Good morning, Attack Alpaca. Willie is in the chat. Damme O'Leary's in the house. Nice to see you. Somnambul Nation. The Pope, Tyrannius the Third, Blessed Lich. The message of hope looks like I just scrolled down for it. Blessings of the Sacred Dead. There are lessons in experiencing sadness, so we may know what happiness is. Oh, that's deep, man. That's deep. Yeah. Also, good morning. Well, that's everybody. Is that really everybody? Oh, my God. Well, it's Monday, so. But if there's going to be 11 people here, there should be 11 likes. It shouldn't be that hard, people. Let's go. Come on, figure it out. All right. People will show up as they show up because probably thought I wasn't streaming because I'm so late today, but that's okay. That's all right. That's okay. I'm going to stream anyway. Let's go. All right. If you haven't shared the stream, well, that could be a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's not closing. Close. There we go. Trying to close a window here. Let's see who's already shared the stream though. I'm sure Somnambul Nation has. Well, I've got, that's weird. You did it kind of backwards today. Okay, well we got our first let's go from none other than Somnambul Nation putting up this meme. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day, thought Steve proudly to himself. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? What's going on there? Oh, there we go. Okay, that was weird. That was, where's that? There it is. There it is again. Let's try that again. People say nothing's impossible, but I do nothing every day, thought Steve proudly to himself. What's going on here? Who's on thin ice? Blessing. Oh, I see. That's that was when I scrolled before. What's the thin ice about? Hey, PDawg, how's life? Oh, hello. What up, Hig? Oh my gosh, Hig's back. What up? Hey, PDawg, how's life? We haven't listened in a while. Stopped RVing, living in the Panhandle full time now. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Good to see you back, man. I'm glad you and your lovely bride are with us today. Nice to hear you. Nice to see you hanging out again. All right, let's see. Welcome, by the way. Okay, now what am I doing here? Oh, that was the people who shared the show. Link in description. AK Somnambul Nation retweeted my post and put a post of their own. And I'm going to repost that. Thank you, sir. And there you go. That's it. That's the only people who shared the stream. Maybe that's why nobody's here. Where is everybody? I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. 10 people. Somebody even came and left. What's up? All right. Well, that's okay. Today, the special day today, it is World Breast Cancer Research Day, which this is kind of a weird thing here. This site or whatever called Breast Cancer Now, like It sounds like they're demanding it. But anyway, today is World Breast Cancer Research Day, an opportunity to recognize the importance of breast cancer research. For 25 years, the Breast Cancer Now Toby Robbins Research Center at ICR London has been behind groundbreaking discoveries, changing countless lives forever. And, we enjoy groundbreaking discoveries. And it's, it's funny because it gets a lot of awareness because, save the titties. It gets a lot of awareness because, they're very, a prominent thing on half the population. But here's the other part of that, though, that's weird. There's other kinds of cancers that don't get as much funding. So just, support those who support all kinds of cancer research. But, today we're focusing on breast cancer. Now, other things happening holiday-wise today. It is National Couples Day. Okay, and then National Ice Cream Pie Day. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get some ice cream pie. Good morning, Select a Boy. Nice and early. Boy. Share the stream. Never Give Up Day. National Bad Poetry Day. That's got to be. Let me click on that one. I want to see what they say here. Introduction. Celebrate National Bad Poetry Day on August 18th with a smile and appreciation for the creative spirit behind bad poetry. This annual holiday was created to pay tribute to all of the terrible poets out there who have written some truly awful verses. Sure, it may not be great literature, but what we lack in quality made up for in enthusiasm and humor. So here's something for you. If you want to put some bad poetry in the chat, in fact, not in the chat. You know what? This is kind of made for a Q&A. So let's put this in a little Q&A box. Here we go. Q&A. Produce some bad poetry here. There we go. This is our Q&A. I'm putting a special section for bad poetry. So there you go. I'm going to take away the pin message too. So there you go. Put and it doesn't have to be long. Just put some bad poetry over in the bad poetry section. Let me pop out another chat here so I can see what the hell y'all are saying while that's going on. And I'll just randomly read bad poetry during the show because it is National Bad Poetry Day. How about you? All right. There, fix this. Just making up another window here for myself for another chat so I can follow the regular chat. I'm going to follow both. And away. Come on. There we go. All right. So drop some bad poetry over in the bad poetry section. Oh, shit. God dang it. Fix that. All right, there we go. All right, back to the holidays, though. Also, it is, what else besides Bad Poetry Day? National Fajita Day. Woohoo! Go to your favorite casual family restaurant and order some fajitas. We already said the World Breast Cancer Day. National Angela Day. If your name is Angela, fuck off. Discovery Day. Unleash your inner explorer on Discovery Day. Celebrate the thrill of a new experience and dive into the unknown for a thrilling adventure. That's always fun to do. Discovery, just go somewhere. Just drive somewhere and find something new to see. I love doing that. That's one of our favorite things. We call it vacationing. National Jaden Day, again, name day. Fuck it. And then a Green Man Festival. Get ready to immerse yourself in a weekend of music, arts, and nature at the Green Man Festival, an experience you won't want to miss. Where is the Green Man Festival? All right, we got to look that up. We got to look up the Green Man Festival. Let's see here. Let's find, because I have no idea what that is. Green Man Festival. Now, while I'm looking for that, thank you, Tyler Alexander, for the daily Ric Flair. Woo! We got to have our woo every day. Thank you very much. We'll pop that there. Repost. There we go. Thank you. All right. Let's move on. Green Man Festival. Let's see what the hell this is, if we can figure it out. All right, here it is. Green Man. Watch MJ Lenderman and the Wind perform Wristwatch. Indie rock titan MJ Lenderman took the mountain stage at Green Man Festival for a swaggering 90-minute set. Okay, I have no idea what that is. Apparently it is okay, there's a review. Love bringing Rave Machine to the Green Man thanks to the festival. And is it a concert somewhere? I'd never heard of this one. Kneecap, whose member Mochara faces terror charge, obscenely chanted "Fuck Keir Starmer" at Glastonbury yesterday. They're also set to perform at the taxpayer-funded Green Man Festival in August. Inappropriate. Okay, I don't know what that is. It sounds like something that's happened in the UK. Moving on, let's go. Ed Norton's trending. Ed Norton, the actor, is I don't know how old he is today, but it's his birthday. That's the celebrity birthday today. He's had some memorable roles. Remember him in Fight Club, and he's done a lot. He tends to play like Nazi guys. Happy birthday to the iconic 4-time Oscar-nominated Golden Globe and SAG-winning actor Edward Norton, known for films like Primal Fear, American History X, Frida, Birdman, and Wes Anderson films. He was most recently nominated for A Complete Unknown. So, yeah, he is pretty good as, what did he play? Woody Guthrie? He was Woody Guthrie in Complete Unknown. Or no, he wasn't Woody Guthrie. He was, who's the other folk singer that influenced Bob Dylan? Peter something? What's the guy who wrote "This Land Is Your Land"? Well, this land is my land. Was that Woody Guthrie? Anyway, who knows who that is that I'm talking about? It's that guy. Maybe that was Woody Guthrie. I don't know. That was Woody Guthrie? Okay, yeah, then he played Woody Guthrie. He did a good job. He was good. All right, and also another celebrity birthday, Angela Bassett's birthday today. She's 67 years old. Queen of Wakanda, Angela Bassett, has been in many films. She was in Spike Lee's Malcolm X. She was in the whatever that was, the Black Panther. She's been in a lot of good movies. So happy birthday, Angela Bassett, ageless, timeless woman. Now, a couple of the humorous thing that I saw this morning. A couple of things trending because of MSNBC, also known as MSDNC, also recently sold off from the NBC, conglomerate or book. MSNBC is changing their name. They're changing the name from MSNBC to MS Now. Okay, which I guess it stands for My Source News Opinion World. Okay, that's what they're saying it stands for. But unfortunately, when people when they announced this, apparently they got multiple sclerosis trending. What happened? Did I accidentally get rid of it? Oh shoot, maybe I did. Here, let's just go here. And multiple sclerosis is trending because of MSNBC, which I think is hilarious. Because they are kind of a disease. But, hello, Mike has bad knees. What's up? MS used to be for Microsoft, right? Yes, correct. It used to be. But now, multiple sclerosis is trending because of MSNBC. Also, MSDNC is trending, but, that's not new. A lot of people joked about being called MSDNC. So, but yeah, they're changing their name to MS Now, which some people would say that stands for multiple sclerosis in a normal world. Wait, what happened there? Oh, MSDNC. Oh, I see what happened. This should be MSNBC. But these will all be linked in the chat. But it's kind of funny that they're being called MS or multiple sclerosis now. Like they if you watch too long, it will be debilitating. Just saying. God, this is a pain in the ass. All right, we're gonna move on from this after I get the right one here. Jesus Lord, Marty, and not that is not one single entity there. All right, there, multiple sclerosis, but it's fine. I mean, I have a friend with multiple sclerosis, and we want everyone who has multiple sclerosis to be and live their best lives. But yeah, I have MS now, I've had it for years. MS is multiple sclerosis. This name change is worse than MSDNC. And you are a potato. That's Brian. Someone's responding to Brian Stelter. As the cable news channel MSNBC splits up with NBC News, it's also dropping the NBC from its name. Later this year, it will become MS Now, which stands for My Source for News, Opinion, and the World. To which someone said, I have MS Now. I've had it for years. MS is multiple sclerosis. This name change is worse than MSDNC, and you are a potato. Yes, Brian Stelter, you are a potato. So there you go. Some people are laughing at MSNBC for the new name. So there you go. All right, moving on. What else I got? Bolivia. Now, normally, I don't spend a whole lot of time talking about Bolivia. Good morning, TC. What's up? And also, Blue-Eyed Scream. And I said Mike has bad knees. Hello. MS used to be for Microsoft. Right? Yes, it did. Yeah, because it used to be Microsoft NBC channel. They were kind of merging at one point, and I don't know why they never changed it back when Microsoft kind of dropped out all that mess. But anyway, Bolivia is trending because there is some new leadership in Bolivia, which is interesting. In this article, an American thinker highlights that idea. And let me try to make it so you can see it, though. There we go. Socialism defeated. Bolivia boots its ruling leftists after 20 years in power. Was there ever a sweeter headline than this? Coming from the Washington Post of all places, quote, socialism is defeated as Bolivia heads into presidential election runoff. It must have been so painful for them to write it. According to the Post, in La Paz, Bolivia, Bolivia's socialist movement has been defeated for the first time in 2 decades, according to preliminary election results, as voters chose a centrist senator and a right-wing former president to go head-to-head in a presidential runoff that could bring dramatic change for this South American nation. Centrist Senator Rodrigo Paz, former President Jorge Tuto Quiroga, won the most votes Sunday in a crowded race for the president of this country of 12 million people, according to unofficial results from an early count that shows the two far out in front, and the trend now analysts say is irreversible. Fantastic. Their victories mark the end of socialist era for Bolivia, where the leftist movement of former President Evo Morales has dominated politics since his historic 2005 election as the country's first indigenous president. As the country faces its worst economic crisis in 40 years, voter here has demanded a change. So now the results of that actual election, you can find as you scroll down the Olivia, I'm thinking Olivia Newton-John, Bolivia thread. To cap off the day, though it may seem inconsequential, Bolivia is kicking out the leftists, drug traffickers, and thieves from the presidency. I hope the pedophile Evo Morales rots in jail. Little by little, the pendulum is swinging in the region. I celebrate greatly about this time. Anyway, that's not the one I even wanted to read. 20 years of abuses are coming to an end, and hope is opening for the end of tyrannies in Venezuela, Cuba, and Nicaragua. And Mexico. Well, Mexico, I don't know. They got Claudia down there. Isn't it weird that Mexico's president's name is Claudia Sheinbaum? I mean, that's not a very Mexican name, if you ask me. Anyway, Evo Morales is out, and so they're going to have a different leader, and the socialist experiment may be coming to an end in Bolivia, unless, of course, you know how it works in Central America. Sometimes happens. Good morning, Blue-Eyed Scream, by the way. All right, next we got, what else is new? What else is happening? Gavin Newsom is trending. Gavin Newsom has been just trolling and mocking Trump in X and the feeds, and it seems like his new strategy now is to just mock Donald Trump, which, I mean, hey, for the leftists and Democrats and whatever, they see it as him showing a spine. And he's just out, literally just out there trolling constantly. And so there you go. For example, Christy Noman put, if Joe Biden federalizes, this is in 2024, if Joe Biden federalizes the National Guard, that would be a direct attack on states' rights. Over the last several years, we've seen Democrats try to take away our freedoms of religion, assembly, and speech. We can't let them take away our right to defend ourselves, to which Gavin Newsom says, this age well. Well, hey, Gavin, no one's taken over, your state. Like, granted, they're talking about, what's that, D.C., but D.C. is not a state. But another example, he has his new Governor Newsom press office, which basically mirrors Trump's type of Truth Social posts. And Bela is trending, by the way, because Trump, somebody who's typing for Trump wrote Bela, and I'm sure they meant beta. But so here's an example of how the Gavin Newsom press office, who tries to mock Trump, does. In all caps, Donald Tiny Hands has written his autobiography this morning. Unfortunately, low IQ, he spelled it wrong, beta. Soon you'll be fired, beta, because of my perfect, beautiful maps. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So that's, they're writing Trump-style treats. They're probably using ChatGPT to do it. And then Gavin Newsom then also posts, Trump knows he's going to lose in 2026. His plan to rig new congressional seats is going to backfire thanks to California. Now he's clamoring for other ways to cook the results. This man reeks of desperation. Let's keep up the pressure. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And he's referring to a post where Trump's trying to get rid of mail-in ballots because they're easy to cheat. And just a bunch of other things he's talking about elections. Okay. So Gavin Newsom is trending because the Democrats are getting excited that someone's fighting back against the orange man bad. Okay, whatever. He has women running his social media now. Probably. Well, I don't know if he does or not. But he has someone who's mocking Donald Trump. And look, in some ways he's doing it well. Because the tweets do mimic the style of Donald Trump. But other things that are going on, he has vowed to pack the California conservative outpost with Democratic voters according to the new map here, redrawing the maps of California, trying to get, trying to fill these few Republican seats as Democratic seats. So California Democrats released a new gerrymandered House map on Friday night that, if implemented, would carve up deep red areas of the state that have been under Republican representation for decades. The proposed California House District map, which is redrawn by the Democratic-dominated state legislature, aims to flip 5 currently Republican districts blue, in addition to making currently competitive Democratic-held seats safer. The Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom called for a mid-decade redistricting in the state after it was reported that Texas would redraw its House lines with the intention of flipping 5 seats from blue to red. If enacted, the map would likely result in the California House delegation of 48 Democrats and only 4 Republicans, which it's almost that now, meaning the GOP would only control 8% of the seats. Meanwhile, Texas' new proposed map would likely result in a House delegation of 30 Republicans and 8 Democrats, with Democrats likely controlling 21% of the seats, still a higher percentage than 17% of current California House seats held by Republicans. Now, what's interesting about this is I'm looking at this. Let's see, where's the proposed maps is what I want to see. Let's look at this on X here. So this is the proposed California maps where they're taking, let's see, where's this Central California? Is that the old ones? This might be the new ones. Yeah, here they're end up only being 4 seats for the Republicans, which I think they currently have. What do they currently have? I'm not even sure. This is the proposed, let's see, new proposed California congressional districts, 2024. Where's the ones, I see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, right, currently there are 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, there's only 4 now, aren't there? I can't remember. Anyway, they're like I said, the idea that they were pushing this in Texas, you knew that the Democrats were going to do the same damn thing. So anyway, so that's one article coming out about him. Oh, by the way, it especially would take out one of Gavin Newsom's most fervent critics. Now, someone said we anticipate these maps will completely neuter and neutralize what is happening in Texas. Newsom told reporters Thursday after announcing a November special election for Californians to vote on the gerrymandered map. California, unlike Texas, requires a ballot initiative to pass its proposed mid-decade map. The Republican incumbents, the proposed California map targets are California Representatives Doug LaMalfa, Ken Calvert, Darrell Issa, Kevin Kiley, and David Vallado. LaMalfa and Calvert's districts have both been Republican hands for decades. The gerrymandered map seeks to replace both of their seats with safely Democratic ones. LaMalfa has since 2013 represented California's I've never even heard of him, first congressional district, which currently covers a sprawling rural area stretching from the state's Oregon and Nevada state lines to just north of Sacramento. The seat has been held by Republicans since 1981, and LaMalfa won the 2024 election by a landslide margin of 30 percentage points. Now, how are they going to do that? I'm curious how they're going to take someone who's a map that's been won by 30 percentage points and flip it by just gerrymandering. They're going to have to put a lot of Democrats in that area. In California's Democratic new proposed map, the first district would be reconfigured to stretch into Sonoma County's wine country. Failed Democratic nominee Kamala Harris won the deep blue county with over 70% of the vote in 2024. Calvert, who was first elected in Congress in 1993, represents the 41st district in Southern California, stretching from Palm Springs to Corona. Calvert won the re-election by 3.4%. In a previously safe Republican district that was redrawn to be competitive following the 2020 census. So they already redrawn that one and knocked it down to a 3. He won by 3.4%. So anyway, like I said, California's doing the same shit, and some other states probably do the same shit now. So there you go. Also, by the way, Newsom's mad. He filed a FOIA request on Border Patrol raid outside his rally. His rally to eliminate Republican seats. California Governor Gavin Newsom angrily demanded information Sunday about a U.S. Border Patrol raid outside a rally in downtown Los Angeles on Thursday during his rally to gerrymander the state's congressional seats. Breitbart News reported Newsom held a partisan rally in favor of ignoring the state's constitutionally mandated nonpartisan district map to defend democracy by eliminating 7 Republican-held seats. Outside the U.S. Border Patrol descended as Democrats fumed, as the New York Times reported. More than a dozen Border Patrol agents turned up in downtown Los Angeles on Thursday at a rally at a news conference that Gavin Newsom was holding on congressional redistricting. As the governor was preparing to speak inside the Japanese-American National Museum in the Little Tokyo neighborhood of Los Angeles, the agents assembled outside, many of them masked and armed, some wearing tactical helmets and carrying rifles. Now, jeez. Let's just be honest here. Is that a good look? Is that a good look for us to be doing that? I mean, I know because they're always yelling fascism, and it begins to look like it a little bit. I don't know. I just don't know if that's the best move. And then the other one is here from Front Page Magazine. Newsom redistricting corruptly eliminates leading critic. He is trying to silence and indeed eliminate political opposition. Governor Gavin Newsom's illegal proposed redistricting gives his party 94% of the congressional seats in the state. It also, by no coincidence, eliminates his top congressional critic, Representative Kevin Kiley, whose district includes Death Valley, literally wrote a book on Newsom, Recall Newsom, the case against America's most corrupt governor. Now Newsom's redistricting plan takes District 3 from a safe Republican ranking to a safe Democrat rank. So he's trying to get rid of his biggest critic, too. Good morning, Ms. Wild Wolf. How you doing? So anyway, that's what he's doing. And I said, it's like if one party does it, the other party's going to do it too, and it never works out. All right, let's read just about to read some bad poetry, but let's take this first sponsor. That'd be Avocado Seattle. You are the new Streamlabs Superstar sponsor of the day. Thank you, Avocado Diablo with a small bullet in the tip jar, $2.23, which we call a small bullet around here. He says, if Gavin is unwilling to cooperate with ICE, I do not see any reason I should tell him anything about what they are doing. This works both ways. Spot on, sir. You are correct. You are correct, sir. Is that from like I know that was the dude from News Radio used to say that, Phil Hartman, but it was a parody of some game show where he'd go, "You are correct, sir." Anyway, all right. Let's read some bad poetry again. Is it National Bad Poetry Day or just Bad Poetry Day? It's just it's National Bad Poetry Day. Some of you have contributed some bad poetry over on the Q&A section, so let's read a couple of bad poetry real quick. Somnambule Nation with some bad poetry. And should we do it with some dramatic music? That would be cool, wouldn't it? Let's see. Where's my... Oh, shoot. I don't even have that open. Well, let's open a music stream. Let's see here, but because I don't use music that often. Let's do something soothing. Let's see if there's a category for soothing. Okay, here we go. Well, that's not very soothing. Soothing enough. Here we go. Thank you, Somnambule Nation, for our first poem of the day. Rat shit. Bat shit. Dirty old twat. Thank you, Somnambule Nation. That was beautiful. Beautiful bad poetry. Mike Has Bad Knees has one. Let's try this one. Well, we got to get some good, appropriate music. Thank you, Mike Has Bad Knees, with this gem. Roses are red. My eyes are redder. This Monday morning, I couldn't feel any deader. Thank you. Thank you. That was inspirational. Yes, that was beautiful. And we'll do one more. I will be doing more of these bad poetries, but let's just do them periodically. I don't have a lot of time. Well, maybe should we just do bad poetry and forget the news? Hey, good morning, Giger Pony, my favorite Canadian. It's National Bad Poetry Day. We're reading bad poetry. Okay, Avocado Diablo has one. There once was a woman from Nantucket who had a dick so long she could suck it. As she said with a grin, as she wiped off her chin, I'd rather have a taco. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Avocado Diablo, for that gem. That was beautiful. My God, Bad Poetry Day, National Bad Poetry Day. I like writing good poetry. Not bad, LOL. Well, it's National Bad Poetry Day. Hello, Midnight in Exile. Okay, here we go. Let's see. We'll do one more. Avocado Diablo has another one. Oh, wait. He's got it. Wait, did I say man? I meant woman. Wish I could see what I had actually typed, LOL. No, you said there once was a woman from Nantucket, so she had a penis. Okay. Lord Stanhope has one. Here, let's read this. Here we go. Lord Stanhope. An ode to the man who shat in the street, who knew a dirty behind was hard to beat. He thunk as he stuck his protection. As he thunk as he stuck his protection was his smell. Was grabbed by men and hurled down the well. Yes, thank you. That was fan-fucking-tastic. Oh, it is National Bad Poetry Day. We're reading bad poetry. We should do more of this kind of thing. I really do think we should. Somnambule Nation has another contribution. Well, here we go. Somnambule Nation, here we go. Somnambule Nation writes, allergies just make my nostrils clog. But passion's pollution fills me today with congestion thicker than smog. I shower my amour like sneezes soft spray. For you give me a fever, love's fever of hay. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. All right, man, this is pretty fun. Oh, Avocados Diablo has a haiku. A haiku. I don't know if I have any. I should do like Japanese style music, shouldn't I? Because aren't haikus Japanese? Well, there. That's okay. Here we go. Oh, this is called Paper Dragon. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but you know what I mean. Okay, here we go. A haiku from Avocados Diablo. Choke me, she cries out loud. A moan, a groan, her back arcs. Face pressed against the glass. Yep. Now, when we said Bad Haiku Day, we kind of, didn't really define what bad would mean in this one. So that one, yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay, Lord Stanhope has one. Here we go. Okay, and if you're wondering what they're doing, if you just got here, hello, Renee Mayette. We're doing Bad Poetry Day. Bad Poetry Day. It's National Bad Poetry Day. And I'm kind of enjoying this for some really weird reason. Look, if you want to know what the news was, it's all in the links. I said something about Putin and Zelensky and all that shit. Anyway, let's do more bad poetry because I'm, for some strange reason, I'm enjoying this. This is from Lord Stanhope. A tale my hero, the drunk, who sat up one day and thunk. 'Tis nothing nobler than to try to be sober. Then he realized he was wrong, as a fat man in a thong, as well as a heat wave in October. Ah, yes, a very nice limerick. Thank you, Lord Stanhope. That was gorgeous. Let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys are just prolific writers here. Yes, snap the fingers. Avocados Diablo has another haiku, and it's dirty. It's a dirty one. Oh, good Lord. Here we go. You ready for a dirty haiku? We'll do this. Mud, 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 mud. Mud, 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 mud. Mud, 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 mud. Thank you. Man, it had the right number of syllables. I'm just saying, it was perfect. Congratulations, Avocados Diablo. Okay, Lord Stanhope has one. I think we'll do some strings on this one. I lost it. Where is it? Oh, here we go. To my uncle who sat lonely and broken-hearted. He wanted to take a dump, but merely farted. He waited for the part for his movement to start, but his dream over BM, good, departed. Yes! That's very similar to a poem that I used to say when I was in 4th grade. Here I sit all broken-hearted, came to shit, but only farted. But then one time, I took a chance, went to fart, and shit my pants. Oh, well, thank you. That was fantastic. All right. Again, I'm sorry, but it is definitely World Bad Poetry Day. So we're going to continue with this because I'm going to read all of these. I promise. And then if I get a news thing, we'll get there. All right. Let's see. Where is that one? Okay. Lord Stanhope is another one. Buffalo. How is that? How I love a buffalo? Okay, wait a minute. Buffalo. How I love the buffalo, fur and fat, and dare it go. How I love my buffalo. Yes, thank you. That was special. Okay, Pope Tyrannus III has one, and if it's from the Pope, it comes with a great blessing. Here we go. Squirrels ate my acorns, so I burnt down their tree and roasted them over an open fire. As the flames went high, I realized my tree as my kid was in his treehouse as well. Oh God, my kid! Oh wow, that's terrible! Oh my God, that is some bad poetry. His kid was in the treehouse after he set it on fire, and so everything, squirrel and child alike. That's terrible. That is a bad poetry. All right, we'll have a few more. Here we go. This is from Lord Stanhope. Has another lovely here. Let's try it. I bought my love a chicken to forward a plot to thicken. Though her lips were licking and my pulse did thicken, I didn't even get a drop of stew. Yes, all that work and no stew. That's a bummer. Okay, let's see. Avocados Diabli. Wait. Okay. Now I get it. And I was like trying to get a preview in my head on this one, and it wasn't working. But here we go. This is from Avocados Diabli. Again, it is National Bad Poetry Day. Another contribution from Avocados Diabli. I mean, not even close. The bottle is 3/4 full. Do I even like mustard? Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. That was lovely. Only a few more left. Please do not add any more contributions because I'm running out of time here. Selected Boy has some bad poetry. Here we go. Selected Boy, thank you for your contribution. A side on a record has all the hits. Yet despite the quality on the B side, they assume it's shit. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh man, I wonder when I do my I'll be doing my I try to cut these up during the day. I have an AI that does it, and I wonder how these poems are going to work. Okay, only 3 more poems. I'm sure you're excited about that. Oh, yeah, I see how you feel about the poems. Another contribution from Avocados Diabli. Roses are red. Violets are blue. That restraining order won't help because I'm right behind you. That's fantastic. Well done. Well done. Okay, 2 more left. And one, of course, is from Avocados Diabli because he is prolific. Does this mean we are cultured? Sure. It's like cottage cheese. Okay, Avocados Diabli. I am a dog. You are a flower. I lift up my leg and give you a shower. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, and finally, the last poem on National Bad Poetry Day comes from none other than Mr. Lord Stanhope. Thank you, Lord Stanhope. We'll get some water flow music for you. He who denied it supplied it. For as he smelt it, he also dealt it. And the phantom farter is the stench starter. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful way to end the show. But I can't end it there because hello, Special Can Acid and Jonathan Peterson. Yeah, you're deeply touched. Hopefully by not the stalker that you have the restraining order on. But anyway, thank you guys for putting some beauty and culture into this show for a change, because you know the show usually sucks. So anyway, well, I wanted to talk about I wanted to talk about the Putin-Trump thing that was going on. I have several articles open about it. It's funny because again, with everything Trump, what is amplified depends on what team you're on. And so Team Blue has been just ripping Trump to shreds for this Putin meeting. Oh my God, he put on a red carpet. All he did that, let him speak too much, blah, 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 blah. And then the people who are Team Red, who are like, especially MAGA team, is like, oh, this was brilliant. He had the B-1 bomber flying over as Putin walked up there, which I thought was actually kind of funny. Canceled the lunch because they didn't get what they wanted done. But if you go on X, most people are just bitching. Putin can end the war immediately by giving Ukraine their land back, period. Oh, well, there you go. Because Trump put this post on X, or not X, Truth Social. President Zelensky of Ukraine can end the war with Russia almost immediately if he wants to, or he can continue to fight. Remember how it started. No getting back Obama get Crimea 12 years ago without a shot being fired, and no going into NATO by Ukraine. Some things never change. Look, this is for the reason that I think Democrats have always jumped on this, Zelensky train. It has everything to do with the 2016 election, because they made Putin the villain. And had this, the Trump-Russia connection, whatever, which there really wasn't one. There was no collusion or whatever. And so that's everything Putin does is bad. Now, that isn't to say Putin's a good guy. Putin's a shitbag, okay? But so is Zelensky, and the whole thing in 2014 when the United States basically, influenced the Ukraine elections, the war that was going on in Crimea between the people in the region without the Russians involved. Russian speaking people, reached out to Russia. So it's a lot more complicated than Russia invaded when Biden was in office. It's a lot more complicated because the war started when Russia invaded Ukraine. Did it? Because the war was going on in 2014. And we meddled in their politics. So it's again, if you saw my short post of John Bolton admitting he admitted that he planned coups, and he didn't say where, but just the fact that we've meddled in so many foreign elections and tried to get our leaders installed and stuff. It's no wonder that. And it happened in Ukraine, and it's kind of no wonder that Russia might be a little wary about Ukraine and having the possibly them becoming a part of NATO, when none of these countries there's countries bordering Russia now that are part of NATO that we said we'd never make a part of NATO. So anyway, the discussions about that, about stopping the war, about Zelensky, about NATO, about all kinds of things. Why is Gladys Knight? Why do I have a Gladys Knight tab open? Oh, she was trending today too. No one knows why. But anyway, so I have several articles open. I'm not getting into it today. Maybe we'll talk about tomorrow, or maybe we'll talk about something else. I kind of enjoyed National Poetry Day on the Morning Night Live. And so do I feel bad about that? No, because you can read about all this other shit in the links that I'm about to put in the chat. So on that note, what is that? Green Man Festival. Oh, I would leave Green Man Festival up there too. Not that, I guess it doesn't matter. Whatever. So that's going to be it for today. I can't go over because I have to be on time to what I'm doing this afternoon. So that's it. I'll be back tomorrow, Tuesday. Wait, what the hell happened there? Oh, there we go. Wait, what the hell happened? Please don't do that. Well, I guess, there we go. Okay. Okay, that's good. All right, yeah, links are going to be in the chat here in a second, and they'll be in the description. Here are the links. There's today's links from the show that we didn't get to most of them. We got to a lot of them, but whatever. There's some good articles in it, and a lot of good articles in the Ace of Spades Aggregator Morning Report from JJ Sefton. And so that's it. So you all have a great day. Gotta go. My name is PDawgKnight, and I'm out of here. Have a lovely National Poetry Day. Hey, this is PDawgKnight, and thanks for watching today on the PDawgKnight channel. If you have an observation or remark you'd like to make about this video or my channel, I absolutely welcome you to write it in the comment section down below. I really look forward to hearing from you. And before you go, if you like what you saw but you're not already subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and definitely click that bell that pops up afterwards so you'll be notified when I post new videos or when we go live. I broadcast my live show, The Morning Night Live, Monday through Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. A special thank you to all the supporters of this channel who share our videos on social media and who make donations through Streamlabs, YouTube, Venmo, and Cashapp, which are all linked in the description down below. Thanks again, and until next time, I'm PDawgKnight, and I'm out of here.